this is hearsay, it is not admissible, that person has not been called to testify.
All right. Any response to that?
It's not offered for the truth of the matter, Judge. It's
Then
offered
what
for
is-
the subject matter, I guess.
Then, Judge, I would object as not relevant.
I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay.
Objection is that 51 and 53 are duplicates.
Oh, they're the same.
Yeah, Judge.
Correct.
and
Okay,
and
which
I was
one?
going to identify.
Evidence 57, that's the one from the producer, correct? So-
Hearsay.
Judge, I'm offering it not for the truth of the matter, but for the timing of the matter.
I'll sustain the objection
60, objection, third party to,
from her mom.
60, Your Honor?
Yes, the objection is hearsay.
Hearsay. Once again, it's the timing of it that I'm looking for, but I understand.
Okay, I'll sustain the objection. 61,
objection.
I mean, that's a court record, but what's the objection?
Judge, it's not a court record in this case.
That's true.
And it contains a number of opinions of counsel
Okay.
that I do not believe have been testified
All right.
to. So hearsay.
I think it's a judicial document that the court can take notice of. It also shows the timing when this motion is being set.
Which she testified to, and you do have evidence of that, but this does contain hearsay, so I'll sustain the objection to 61.
It's the recorded call and is hearsay.
Negotiate with a producer relating to Hulu, Netflix.
All right, I'm going to sustain the objection then. Thank you.
The objection here is to relevance.
Do you ever agree with the things that he was saying about it?
Your Honor, objection, it's vague.
Did you ever agree with his conclusions relating to your work?
Objection again, Judge, still vague. There were so many conclusions we've heard testified.
In discussing that with him, did you find that at that time?
Objection as to form, Judge, find what?
But your findings were that there's no evidence.
Objection asked and answered. He just indicated that he could not find.
Objection, next question.
But the meeting between you and Lieutenant Giaccio relating to the January 9th, 2003 artifacts.
Judge, that's not a question. Objection.
Phrase as a question.
Yes,
I think we were all in agreement the devices were doing what the devices were doing.
but he wasn't in agreement with your conclusions.
Judge asked and answered.
Next question, please.
I appreciate, Judge. I'm not sure that it was. Did he ever sit down with you and ask you to go through your work?
Judge, at this point in time, I would object. I believe counsel is trying to impeach his own witness, Detective Giaccio, with this witness.
I'm not sure, but I'll overrule the objection for now.
Okay.
See where we're going.
And this catfishing, January 23rd.
Objection to counsel's testifying.
Okay. And this particular artifact, what can you gain from that?
Just what's on the page right now.
So can you go through that?
Objection. He's asking for the witness to testify to the document if he wishes to admit it. That would be the first step.
Your Honor, I'd move to admit this.
Judge, I would object. It's hearsay. We do not have the speaker testifying.
This would be as an extraction that he's identified.
I understand, but there's still hearsay is what the objection is.
Well, Your Honor, this is an extraction through digital forensics, through sound principles, which he's testified to.
Right, I understand that, but inside that there is hearsay. So I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay.
Okay. Would that have been an opportunity to inform the questioner?
Objection is to form. I don't think it's clear inform the objection as to what.
Okay. Would you have been able to track that down?
Judge, I object to the form of the question. What is that?
Sir, can you see the communication with what it says is Christine's phone on December 3rd, 2022?
Yes.
And the communication?
Judge, objection is to form.
I'll sustain the objection as to
Okay.
form.
Well, in terms of the standards that you live up to as an expert in digital forensics, is this something that you would require of yourself if you're doing a screen grab?
Objection is to form is what something he would require of himself.
And is that her email, her personal email? as far
Objection,
as you
Judge,
know?
is that whose email?
112.
Objection, hearsay.
All right, the objection's hearsay.
Look at that can identify what device is being used.
Judge, I think asked and answered.
Are you satisfied that they're all FetLife? Just based on scrolling around?
Objection, I think that's a mischaracterization of the evidence.
If you could create any screen capture, what more would you want?
Objection, asked and answered. He said he doesn't know what other fields would have been available.
I'll sustain the objection. Next
Okay.
one.
Objection, hearsay.
All right, hearsay.
Your Honor, I believe this is an artifact of the portable case.
You've
Which,
got past the foundation. I agree with you. But now that we're past that hurdle, the next hurdle is hearsay.
and Your Honor, I think this is an artifact, and it's for whatever it is part of the portable
I'll
case.
sustain the objection to hearsay.
The activity on this device began while other devices weren't in the house.
Judge, I'm going to object. That calls for speculation.
Sustain, we need to stick to devices.
I thought I said devices.
You said other people in the house.
I thought I said other devices in the house. My apologies.
Well, let's just say what you meant to say, and then we'll
So this is a current time when other relevant devices are not in the house. Conversation that's been
Objection
on.
calls for speculation.
Speculation.
What's the likelihood of continuing conversations that you discover that come from FetLife or from Telegram?
Objection, foundation.
Sustain is the foundation.
In terms of the theory of catfishing, did you have an opinion as to whether the alleged scheme by the Commonwealth is consistent or inconsistent with catfishing?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustain.
Have I asked that question?
And many more. Yes.
Yes. You remember what device was being used at that time?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Were you able to conclude whether or not Christine Banfield had lost control of her device on that day?
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustain the objection.
What other means by which could you know about these other accounts?
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustain the objection to that question.
In order to open the Telegram account, you would need the Gmail account.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustain.
Okay. The analysis and the experience that one requires in order to come to those conclusions is in replace of having an eyewitness or having a camera or anything like that.
Objection,
correct?
leading.
Sustain.
What are the tools that you use in order to arrive at conclusions, other than having
Objection,
a camera?
asked and answered.
Sustained, asked and answered.
Was the Telegram application always on the laptop?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
At that point, were you rushing? Were you?
Objection, leading.
Object.
What's your legal objection?
She's talking about the case, and she's having him corroborate what their case is.
I don't know what that legal objection is. What's the legal?
It's not relevant.
Overruled.